Hello everyone. Today we will look at grid search. So we have we tried a couple of models and suppose we say that the random regressor is working properly from a scale and this is an ensemble method, right? Random forest regressor. If you see that if that is the one seems to get us good results, working good on our data set. Suppose now if we want to, so if you look at say random regressor, a random forest regressor, if you take an instance of that and if you look at that, you see you get a lot of parameters, right? Number of estimators, then we have bootstrap, so all these we have max, all these parameters values are there. So we can, once we see that one model is working properly, we can find the right optimized values for it. One way of doing that would be we can manually change them and then see what works best, or we can perform a grid search. So let's say from scikit-learn.model selection grid search, we a CV, the cross validation, and so we can pull our data from from test. This is the data we already transformed it. We did all the all the preparation, and we also need the label, so we can make copies of that. This transformed value, and this is our main data set without before transforming it. And we need the labels, right? The target values, the house prices, so that is in the label. And suppose in the grid search what we can do is, suppose we have the parameters, so we can make combination of parameters. For example, so we can say if parameter combination say equal to, so we can pass in as a list of we can pass in as a list of maybe dictionaries. So in the dictionary we can say, for example, say number of estimators, and we can pass in, for example, different values, maybe 10, 20, 30, and for example we can put another parameter, maximum features. Let's see. And here what we can do is we can put some other values, for example, whatever we want to try. Say we can put that, for example, and then features, just we can just and now what the thing is, since what we are doing is, so we have these values 10, 20, 30 and 48, so it will find, say, for n estimate is 10 and maximum features 4, then 28, 38, it will look for all different combinations. In the next set, for example, we can put another, maybe the say bootstrap parameter, and I can say, so say maybe here false, here the default is true, so we take it as a false here, and so in the first set it will try all the combination with the bootstrap is the true, and here with the false. So we have that, and now we can set up the grid search. So GridSearchCV, first of all we'll say this is for the random forest regressor, and we can pass in our combination values, and we can say this how we are scoring, right? So this again, we have a negative, mean, squared, error, And then we also can pass in the cross validation. So like previously we did it, simplify, and then we can call it as maybe it's grid. So now we can fit on the our data. So we can say grid dot fit. So the transform value and the label, and maybe let's call this as fit equal to. So it has performed the fit, and so now what we can do is we can say fit dot. So we have all this. Maybe the first one is the best estimator. So we see that 8 and 30 is the best parameters, and we can, for example, look at maybe here there's a CV results. So you see all this. Here is our main test score, it's all negative values. We can take the root of that, and the corresponding parameter combinations are listed here. So we can pull them in pairs and look at the values. So what we're gonna do is, for example, we can say something like that, x comma y, right? So we have this guy, we can call something like result or something, right? R, right? And then I can say x comma y in R. So what is the first one? Mean test score, right? And then we also want R with the params, and we can pair them using, like, we can pair them and pull it out with the zip. Corresponding values will be paired, and then we can loop through that and say print, say x comma y. So but in this one we want the root mean square, right? So we can, the first value negative of that, and numpy dot square root. So what it says, for example, here this is it says this is the best one, and 8 and 30, but that is the highest value in the list that we also provided, 8 and 30. So we can look for higher values. So in this way we can optimize the parameters in the random regressor hyperparameters. We can optimize, which can be used, the grid search can be used to optimize it, and this is one way of doing it. And thank you very much for watching.